Okay guys, it is another day again, and I think it's time we got back to work. Now that we finally have our basement and Phase 4 complete, I think we deserve a little bit of a break after all that hard work, and it's time to go ahead and fix up some of the issues, some of the cleanup work that was left over from Phase 2. Namely, I want to go ahead and fill all that water back in. So, I am going to make a couple buckets, our first buckets. And I'm going to go head back to that water area and make sure... I think I see the sun setting. Yep. This always happens. I really should time things better. If only we had a safe way back there. Well, let's chance it. I just need to get to the water, right? We have a bow now. I have 38 arrows. As long as I'm not mobbed, we should be okay. Let's see. Let's try and get there quickly. Take the direct route. I know I still have to show you guys that at night from the roof. And a couple other things with the tree farm. Let's head where I put the torches. Almost there. Okay, I think we are safe. Nice. Alright. Let's see how far we can get. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the airlock and then head back to the hut. Or whatever it is we're going to call it. Just so you guys do know, Phase 4 was recorded all in one setting. So, even though I asked for names, I probably won't actually be using any of them until next chapter. Still such a huge tunnel. And I do like that we can actually see the hut from here. You can see the torches. Yeah, it's a lot more easy to see here. And there's still zombies in the wall somewhere. Alright, we're back with our Smeltmaster 5000. Surprised I haven't had any questions yet about how I did the torches. But I'll leave it to you guys to give that a try yourself and see if you can do it. You'll notice I cleared stuff out a bit. Don't need all that here now. That was just temporary during construction. I think I'll also eventually take the dirt chest back. And I'll just leave this station here. Let's see, since we are definitely needing to do outside work, and I don't know if it's bright enough on that island, or at least what's left of it, to start, I might wait till morning. Although while we're here, there are some things I wanted to do, now that I think about it. Let me put that away. These are precious items now. I want to go ahead and take care of some of the mess I left when I was collecting sand. It's just a little thing for me, but this looked kind of ugly. I just wanted to fill it back in. Plus, while I'm doing this, we can all enjoy the lovely music. I always hate having to cut that out or transition from it. It's too good to cut out. Do a quick check. Been jumped here before. Hopefully staying near the water will help. Or at least give me a quick exit. Okay, there's a cow and a chicken. Okay. There we go. There's one stack. Really don't like the way that all mobs make the exact same grass walking sound. It's very hard to relax when you don't know whether it's a herd of creepers or just a couple of chickens wandering about. I mean, really, as big as a creeper is, for it to make the exact same sound as a tiny little chicken, that's just not fair. depending on how this looks, I might go ahead and change things up off screen and show you guys what I did with it. Alright. Make sure there's nothing coming. There we go. Does look a little weird. I might just go ahead and change all this sand on this part of the hill to dirt, just so it blends in better. Okay. Well, I think that's about all I can do tonight without getting jumped too badly. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for the remaining night to fall, and meet you guys back in the morning, and we will get to work fixing the nasty water over there. I know some of you might be ready to, oh come on, just go start phase 5, I want to know what it is. But, patience, patience, we will get to that. Alright guys, see you in the morning. Okay, we are finally back to morning. I came out to the island just to get ready. Now it's time to get some water. Ah, good. It's infinite there. Now, for anyone who has never seen how to make an infinite spring, you know, basically, you make a hole in the ground, you pour your bucket into it, and then no matter how many times you pull water out of that spring, it always refills back to still water, which is basically source blocks. So there are, like I said, there are two methods. The one I prefer is actually the 2x2. I think this might be that little weird underground lake area we found. Anyway, I prefer the 2x2. There is also the 3x1. To make either one requires 2 buckets of water. So I got one during the night. So to make this one, I believe you place it on either end, but then you can only pick it up from the middle, which is not bad. I mean, you don't need more than 1 bucket at a time, but this one I like because you can pick it up if you place water in both corners. You can pick it up from any position, not just the center. Yeah, see, if I put this back and I take this out, now all of a sudden it's no longer still water. So, you go and fill this in, and we'll just go ahead and work with this one. Now, to fill this in, we need to find a way to get source blocks in everywhere that's moving. So I think the easiest way to do that, at least right now, is to go ahead and start blocking off the area we want to fill in. And then, as we get to something we want to fill in, we knock out the dirt block and place the water. This way, we don't have to worry about how do we actually place a block of water on water, because typically water needs something solid next to it to be able to be placed. Oh, look, pork. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of that right now. Let's see, we want water here. Place the water. And we want water here. And I know some of you might think this is a little extreme. It's like, why bother? This is just, it's kind of cool. It makes some rapids and it kills chickens. Like that. But as I've done with many of the things I've built you've seen me do so far, I like it to look nice. If I'm going to do it, well, I'd like to do it right. So, let's get a little more here. Tricky. Let's see, I think I can do that. Alright. Aha. It's a good thing we have lots of dirt. Okay, there we go. We now have the dirt laid out, and now we can start filling it in. So let me go ahead and move my bucket somewhere more easily to get to. And let's get to it. Oh yeah. Why don't I go ahead and fill in these areas first? That would make sense. Ha ha ha. Okay, well, it is starting to get dark, but as you can see, it's already starting to look better. And I don't know if anyone was wondering why I actually bothered filling it in with dirt. It's so that way I could know exactly what spots were missing their source block that were causing things to flow funny. I'll talk about that when it's morning again. But anyway, this way I know exactly where to drop a source block to return everything to being still, because the way water works, it can flow infinitely downward, but it can only flow out to the side 8 blocks. Now if it drops one, that count gets reset and it'll go another 8 blocks. But well, using this lets me figure out exactly where I need to... This will be tricky. Let me place that there. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, well, I think you guys can see that, and while we're here, if you ever get something like this and you want to know how to fix it, do a quick check. Okay. Basically, take the center one and build up beneath it until you have 1 block below it. And that will stop the nasty current. So then you just come here and clear your blocks out. And it's fixed. And you see I moved my water spawn because I was tired of walking all the way over there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and keep at this through the night. Hopefully I don't get jumped. And I will show you my progress once we get to morning. Have a visitor. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go this way, you stay there, skeleton. I guess it's time to go back into the tunnel. Let's see. Ah, good. Looks like he lost interest. But we can't just have a skeleton floating in water. He'll never burn up in the morning. Ah. There we go. Alright, I think I can take the last one close up. There we go. Okay. Just the one interruption, that's good. Grab my arrow again. Where'd it go? Yeah, did I pick it up already? Okay. Well, anyway, as you can see, it is almost morning, and I am almost done. And grab up some of this dirt. Really hope you guys can't hear that. If you can, it's my dryer. It's probably the noisiest dryer I have ever heard. If you can't hear it, then ignore what I just said. Alright. And see, I moved it again. As the last one's going to be tricky. It's going to be the same thing we had to do earlier with the getting blocks underneath it trick. Okay, let's go ahead and do this side. Grab up some more dirt. Oh man, the pull of glass is just extreme. Oh, I missed these 3. Did I? Yeah, okay. Oops. Let's see. That's right, I remember now. Whoa. Not so fast, water current. Not so fast. I decided to leave this edge flat. That's what I was getting at. Alright. Nope. Don't think we can do that trick here. Because this thing thinks it's already a source block, so... Dirt trick. Okay, I don't have to even get in the water. That's nice. Cool. And now for this one. And fixed. And then there's just the one more that's pulling me in right now. This is the one I was pointing out earlier. So let's see, get in the middle. Go down, drop 2 blocks. And there we go. Our water is now fixed on this side. Looks a lot better, don't you think? I do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and off-screen fixing the other side since it's a lot smaller and there's no need to re-explain things again. I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing. So I will see you guys back in a few seconds when that's done. Okay, and there you have it. Nice smooth water all the way around. Now that we've cleaned that up, I think we can finally get to work on Phase 5. Get some feathers for arrows. Thank you, chicken. Oh, come on. Ah. Well, okay. Time to head back home. Okay, so here we are. We are finally ready to start Phase 5. I'm not quite ready yet to say what that's going to be. But let me go ahead and at least start with, some of you might be wondering, now that we have this big basement underneath, how are we supposed to get to it? I mean, going outside seems kind of silly. I mean, the whole point of the basement was to have a nice secure way of getting to the house. Well, I don't know how many of you remember earlier, when we were digging the tunnel, I said we might have time for it later. Well, I think this is the time. I think the best way to get up into the house from the basement is going to be